Hello, my Torin people. Mr. Sam here, and I am bringing you our July 9th Thursday activity for our historical facts section. Now, what I'm going to be doing for you today is going to be slightly different because sadly, this past Tuesday, you probably noticed I wasn't in our little introduction video. I was feeling quite a bit under the weather. So we're going to be doing a little mash of what we normally do on Tuesday and doing a little virtual stuff, a little virtual field trip stuff as well. So let's go ahead and jump off this view and go to our shared view. So I'm going to navigate and we'll dive right on into it to make sure we have our sound on for this. All right. Now, this is our week 4. We're talking about Lake Huron and Northeast Michigan. Now, I'm going to go ahead and drop. We're going to get a little bit zoomed up in here. And of course, what we can see right over here, this is Big Mac. And no, I'm not talking about that delicious burger from McDonald's. I know, I feel it. It's my jam. But I am talking about Big Mac as in the Mackinac Bridge. Now, the importance of this Mackinac Bridge is it connects the Lower Peninsula to the Upper Peninsula. Before, they used to have to take a ferry. Now, if you think about having a car or truck, well, sometimes people would have to wait all day to get this little boat that picks up all these cars to take them to the other side. So they went ahead and built this in 1957, and it is the longest suspension bridge of its kind. There's one in Brooklyn that's a little bit longer, but we kind of inch it out, of course. But it's not the longest bridge in the world, but is the longest suspension bridge. That's why they have these little wires things in here. And of course, you click on the link I have available here, you'll be able to read up on all those interesting facts. Okay, and then we'll slide down right underneath here. Now, this is Hardwick Pines State Park. It opens in 1927. Now, the historical value behind this is more based on opinion from myself, because I look at those and those are some historically old trees that they have on that. Now, we'll go ahead, we'll dive into this actual so we can see some of these. Now, these are not the oldest trees in the state of Michigan, and they're not the tallest either, but they're some of the largest ones in the Lower Peninsula. Now, the Upper Peninsula is definitely having our tallest white pine trees. And of course, we don't see them as tall as they normally get because of our huge lumber industry. Okay, and of course, we can see these lovely pictures. And of course, I had the pleasure of actually visiting this place last year with my family. And of course, it even talks about this one tree. It's called the monarch. Okay, yep, as you can see, that's right here. It's 155 feet tall. It used to be the biggest white pine in that state park. Okay, and sadly, it died in 1996. Now, that was sadly due to humans having walking around the tree, and it got some messed up its root system. They were hugging the tree, and unintentionally killed the monarch. So sad that happened. But we'll go ahead and we'll slide back out of that. We'll get back to our slides. Now, speaking of state parks, this next state park is actually pretty cool because I was just there about a week and a half ago with my family. We were there about 5 days. This was the Harrisville State Park. It was established in 1921. Okay, that makes it the 5th oldest state park in the entire state of Michigan, both Upper and Lower Peninsula. And it actually makes it the oldest state park in our Northeast Michigan section. And of course, it is really cool out right on Lake Huron. Beautiful sights and views. And of course, we click on the link. This will give you all the information, even if you want to book a trip and go camping there. Of course, so practice safe social distancing while you're doing all that. But it'll show you different campsites where it looks, and of course, right where it is located. Absolutely beautiful. I highly suggest you go and take a trip there if you'd like. Okay. Then I am saving kind of the best for last, something that is located not too far from Harrisville. Okay, because Harrisville is right over in the Thunder Bay area. Now, this is the Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. It was completed in 2000. Now, I know what you're thinking, Mr. Avis, or I'm sorry, Mr. Sam. What's the historical value on something that was just done 20 years ago? Well, the thing is, it's what's inside this. This is the only national freshwater marine sanctuary. Now, I say freshwater, not salt water, okay? It's because our Great Lakes are freshwater. We can drink them. Doesn't have salt. But it is the only national freshwater marine sanctuary. And of course, what's within them? All of these different shipwrecks that have sunk in Lake Huron. Now, of course, you can click on the link and it'll show you the list. Now, look at this list. Oh, yeah. And the coolest thing is you can see some of these are purple. I've already checked some of them out. Watch, I'll click on this one and we'll be able to take a look. What? That's what it looks like underneath there. It gives you the information. This one was dated back to 1864. I'm sorry, that's history right there. That's history. That's more than 200 years ago, or almost 200 years ago. Okay? Very cool. And of course, I'm saving the best for last. This still is blowing my mind. It says new virtual 360 dive on the DM Wilson. Now, the DM Wilson is one of the ships that sunk. Now, we're going to go ahead and click on this, and you'll see how cool this thing really is. Now, I'm not sure how quick my internet is. Hopefully, we'll be able to get it to load. There we go. All right. And we're just waiting slightly. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and hit play. Now, you are able to actually dive on in here, and we can have a 360 view. Now, we won't do the whole tour, but we'll be able to see how really cool this is. So I'll go ahead and put it on full screen. And we'll just wait a little bit. Now, this is, of course, this is the diver. We'll have a 360 while he is going. So I'm going to stop talking.
Welcome to your Thunder Bay National Marine Sanctuary. These Lake Huron waters seem calm today, don't they? But go beneath the surface here, and you'll find hundreds of historic shipwrecks. Unpredictable weather, murky fog banks, sudden gales and rocky shoals earned this area the name Shipwreck Alley. Dive in with us to explore the wreck of DM Wilson. Wrecks like DM Wilson are underwater museums that offer portals into the past. Diving this wreck takes us all the way back to 1894.
The old wooden boards.
Then, DM Wilson was a freighter carrying coal along the Great Lakes. It was headed for Milwaukee on October 27, 1894.
Stop this, because I want to let you go ahead and discover that fabulous adventure, okay? But with all that, I'm gonna stop the screen sharing so you can get right back on me. All right. I highly suggest you check out that really cool site. There's, of course, I've spent already a couple hours just looking at all the different shipwrecks on there. Something very cool and something very easy to address, especially with how hot it's been outside. I mean, it's nice that it's nice and sunny outside, but it's been really hot. So it wouldn't be too bad to take maybe a little dive in the water within your house using your computer. Okay, so hopefully you enjoyed our history facts for this section this week, and hopefully you take that virtual tour. Have a good one. See ya.